Hey guys, Alex here from Workshop 12. And today, allow me to introduce the beautiful Workshop 12 ultra wide display for your 2017 to 2022 Honda CR-V. This unit comes equipped with a 10.3-inch display, wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, 6 gigs of RAM, 128 gigabytes of internal storage, plus it retains all factory features and settings, including your original Honda UI. That being said, we're gonna take a look at what's in the box and follow through with a full installation so you can know exactly what you're doing. Let's not waste any more time and jump right in. All right guys, starting off with all these wiring. This is a plug and play unit, meaning that it comes with a T harness where you'll be able to just simply disconnect 2 of the plugs at the back of your CD player, which will then connect to here. On this side, you have one that will connect to the back of our unit, and then you also have this that also connects to the back of our unit. Then you have your CAN bus decoder box here, which is already connected to it. You have a RCA for a backup camera if you want to upgrade your camera, because I'm not gonna lie to you, the Honda CR-V backup camera from factory is questionable. That being said, you also have the adapter. You'll need to connect this, and then this plug will connect to the back of our unit. You also have a microphone. However, we're not going to be using this microphone because as long as you stay connected to the original Bluetooth of the vehicle and our Bluetooth, then it uses your headliner microphone and you don't need to worry about that. And then you have an LTE antenna, GPS antenna, as well as a SIM card tray for any 4G LTE data card. And then you have another add-on for a camera, for a dash cam or anything like that that you wish to connect. You have audio output, left and right signals, and then you have your SPIF, your actual digital signal. So this box right here connects into the factory USB ports, and then you connect this one here to the SPDIF port here to allow the audio that's being produced directly onto the unit into your vehicle. Then you have 2 USB ports and another USB port. So you get plenty of USB ports where you'll be able to easily charge devices and connect everything that you wish for. That being said, let's get into the car. We are in a beautiful 2018 Honda CR-V, and we'll walk you through every step of the way. All right, guys, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do is simply pop off this bottom climate control piece. All you need to do is literally pop it right out. It holds on by 4 plastic clips. And then you're going to remove the little plug that's at the back here. So it's easier to get from the bottom because the little releasing tab for this plug is at the bottom. So you're gonna wanna release it from here. And then once it's released, you can put this and set this down. Now, to remove this screen, you'll need a Phillips. There are 2 black screws, one over here and the other one right next to it on a metal bracket that holds the CD player. You're then going to just remove these. All right, now once those 2 black screws are removed, all you need to do is pop off the screen, and you're gonna gently bring out these 2 cables that are connected to it. At the back of the screen here, you're gonna remove one of them. And again, the clips are from the bottom here, the little release mechanism on these. So you'll just undo these 2. And then you're gonna pull out the unit as far as you can go. And then you're going to simply remove these 3. These 2 screws, and then 2 on the same side there. And then now the screen can actually come loose. And now I'm gonna go get some of the wiring so we can show you where everything goes in. Okay guys, so you're gonna grab the 2 T harnesses, and at the back of this radio, there are only 2 plugs that you need to disconnect at the back of the CD player. I don't know if the camera is gonna be able to catch this, but I will try to make it in a way that we can. But essentially it's going to be this plug right here In this case, it only has 4 little wires connected to it. That one there is going to connect the green T-harness, and then you're gonna connect it back in its same spot. Up here, it's at the top row. And then directly pretty much below it, you'll see another plug, which is a little bit slightly bigger. And you're going to connect the one with the Tesla tape on it. Just like that. And then you're gonna connect the other end right back to it. Okay, and then now we're going to push all of the wires with the CAN bus box here, all at the back here. And we're just gonna leave this wire exposed, which is gonna be this one here. And of course, this one, because these two we need. So we're gonna tuck those back there. And now, this adapter here is gonna connect to this blue one. Just like that. LTE antennas. I'm going to just stick it back here. We'll remove the adhesive. And then now this, I'm just going to literally stick it right above the, like right pretty much in the fan, like right above the fan here. Just stick it in there. And then I'll just stretch the wire just a tad bit. Same thing with the GPS. Remove the adhesive here. And then we'll stick that. You know what, I'm just gonna put it on top of the CD player here. Okay. All right, guys, we're gonna need to grab this bottom piece here and we're gonna do a little tuck to basically remove this piece here, as we do wanna have a little bit of access in here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna set this to the side here. We need to grab this wire and we need to fish it all the way at the bottom here. We're gonna grab this wire. This wire here connects to this box, which then connects to the factory USB port. And then you change the audio source of your factory unit once our unit is plugged into iPod. That's how you're gonna be able to hear the audio that's being produced by our unit from your vehicle settings. So we're gonna leave this right in here. And we'll plug it into the USB port. And then at the same time, we are going to fish the 2 USB ports, as we'll just make them accessible and we'll put them over here. Now guys, it's very rare for Alex, the bald guy from Workshop 12, to do a video without me getting cut or without me essentially getting stormed by bees. So I think it might be a little too cold for bees, but with my luck, who knows? That being said, I'm going to fish the USBs and I will just put them right in here. That way I'll leave the USBs right here. And now we're gonna grab this bucket and we're going to remount everything. Okay. That way we have now the 2 USB ports at the bottom here, and we also have the SPDIF right in here plugged into the factory USB. And now we're gonna start making the connections by plugging in the RCA with the SIM card. And the SIM card tray, actually, I forgot. I don't want to put too much things back here because then it's not going to be able to hold it all in place. So the SIM card, where can we put the SIM card tray? Typically it would be best in the glove box, but in this scenario, the glove box is locked, and it's locked for a reason, and I don't want to go ahead and open it as this is a customer's car, so I'd rather leave it closed. But typically you guys can put the USBs and the SIM card in that glove box there to make life a little bit easier. But the SIM card here, we can try to take this panel maybe right off, and then I can see maybe we can fit it through here. Okay, so the SIM card, I actually hid it right underneath this panel here. So if the customer wants it, they'll be able to just pop off this panel nice and easy, insert the SIM card, put it back, and you never have to worry about it again, as once it's inserted, you're good to go. We do need to transfer some of the clips over. So we need to transfer from these clips here. We need to basically transfer these plastic clips. Once we transferred the 4 clips, I accidentally actually broke one, so be very gentle when removing them. Lucky for us, we have plenty of clips everywhere. So we're going to set this to the side so we can actually screw on the CD player back in its place here. So now that it is screwed on, we're gonna go ahead and finish off the connections. So this blue one to blue, this SPDIF cable is going to connect to the black RCA one here. And then we have this little white one with the yellow connector. We're going to connect the white one. It can only fit in one spot, guys, so can't really put anything else. The white one here, the big one, is going to fit right over here. This one here is the LTE antenna, so we're going to remove the 4G cap, and we're going to plug that right in there. And then we're going to remove the red cap and plug in the GPS where it says GPS. Okay, so now we made all of our connections. So now it's time to just do a little bit of wire tucking here, just to kind of get everything nice and mounted nicely. I'm sorry, my camera overheated. Don't ask me how, because this is a DJI. So if DJI, you're hearing this, what the hell, man? Anyways, now we're gonna go ahead, guys, and just connect the climate back in its spot here. And now we just put it all back together here. So nicely clipped on. And you guys can see now this beautiful Workshop 12 unit for your Honda CR-V just looks absolutely stunning. It looks OEM. As a matter of fact, it is OEM. As you guys can see here, this is the original user interface of your Honda CR-V, where you'll be able to access every single thing. Plus, you get access to the Google Play Store to download whatever app you desire. You get internet, you get wireless CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and pretty much anything else that you can imagine. I'll give you a little walkthrough here. You have the main main area here where you'll be able to kind of set up some of the most frequent apps that you would use. And if you click on the little CR-V here, it actually takes you to your original system here. So there's nothing that you will lose from factory. And then you can go ahead, if you want to listen to music, like let's say on the YouTube app here or on CarPlay, then you would have to switch the source to basically go to iPod here. As the iPod is what we connected on the bottom here, this little tiny red box. And then that's what's gonna allow the audio to come through from your vehicle. As well as your original reverse camera is retained. Same thing with the guidelines and all of the different little angles here where you can see. And then you also see here that you have your CarPlay. I have to connect my phone. I haven't done that already, but you have wireless CarPlay right there. And then you have all of the rest of the apps. And you know, if you pay attention to how smooth this whole entire unit is, it's absolutely stunning. And I think you guys are gonna love it. If you guys want to see more in-depth walkthrough or something particular that you want to see for yourself, just give us a call or drop your comments below and we'll be more than happy to show you. If you guys have questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us and we'll be more than happy to assist you. There is going to be on the description here the link to this product so you can buy it for yourself and enjoy this product. That being said, thank you for your support. Alex is out. Peace.